Hello, it's Yuto from SudachiRecipes.com. Today I'm going to show you how to make your own ramen style noodles using plain dried spaghetti that you probably have in your cupboard right now. This trick is magical. So here's the ingredients for this recipe. 160 grams of spaghetti, more specifically 1.8 millimeters. 2 liters of water, half teaspoon of salt, 1 tablespoon of baking soda, and yes, baking soda is the trick. Okay, now let's boil the 2 liters of water with a pinch of salt first. While we wait for it to boil, let's talk a bit more about the trick. When I lived in England, I had this problem of not being able to find ramen nearby, some ramen place to pop over to. A common problem for Japanese ramen lovers like myself face when living abroad is the fact that there aren't many ramen restaurants on every corner. Back then I had 2 options. 1. Going all the way down to London just for ramen. 2. Making it by myself from scratch. Of course, ramen is getting more and more popular these days, so ramen shops are beginning to pop up, but when I lived there, I had no option. Obviously, I couldn't go all the way to London only for that, so I decided to make ramen by myself in the end. But then, another problem came up. I put ingredients together and used a manual pasta machine to attempt to make my own ramen. Soup and char siu turned out to be a lot better than expected. However, the noodles weren't right, even though the noodles were literally the most annoying bit to make. I almost gave up making ramen in my kitchen and gone with my life. But I stumbled upon a cheap way to make ramen noodles from spaghetti. Apparently, it is a common solution used by a lot of Japanese people who live abroad and love ramen, but can't get it easily. I wish I knew this trick before I made a mess in the kitchen and got told off, if only. But please be aware that it's going to be very similar to ramen noodles, but it's not going to be completely the same, of course. I just wanted to be clear about that first. So now, once it's boiling, add 1 tablespoon of baking soda. You see this reaction? It's kind of entertaining to see. Big respect to whoever came up with this trick for the first time. Next, add the spaghetti and boil for 2 minutes more than it says on the packaging. When you make egg noodles from scratch, using lye water is fairly essential. Lye water is an alkaline liquid used in food. It makes noodles more yellow in color, a bit chewy in texture, and has a distinctive smell. So here's a trick. Baking soda is also an alkaline. So if you dissolve baking soda in boiling water, apparently the boiling water becomes similar to lye water, then this causes spaghetti's starch and gluten to react. You can literally see and smell the big difference when spaghetti is cooked. So a common question for ramen noodles is, what can you use ramen noodles for? These are many dishes where you can use ramen noodles for. For example, you can use them for ramen, of course, ramen salad, cold ramen, yakisoba, and if making ramen noodles is so easy, you won't need to have the hassle of looking for the right egg noodles or making from scratch every time. We already have recipe video for soupless ramen, specifically using this spaghetti trick, and for yakisoba. So if you're interested, check them out in the description below. Okay, enough talking, let's speed up from here. Now, you can serve up as you like, but please use the noodles as soon as possible because they're going to stick together and become a big ball of dough. This is some footage from our soupless ramen recipe video. It makes me hungry. Anyway, thank you very much for watching. If you think this trick is useful, please like and subscribe to see more exciting Japanese cooking trick videos. I'll see you in the next video. Have a good day.